everybody, it's Ambition Rights here. As you can see, today's video is going to be more of a relaxed video of me just giving you tips of how to grow longer, thicker hair after you big chop, or in general if you're on your journey to grow thicker and longer hair. So before I get started, I just want to thank you guys so much for subscribing. I want to say thank you for my new subscribers for subscribing, of course, and I want to thank my old subscribers for hanging in there and staying loyal. I appreciate you guys still watching my videos and commenting and liking. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. So to my new subscribers, welcome. Welcome. This is me hugging you. Let's just get right into this video. The first tip is use quality products and or use products from the same product line. Now what I mean by quality products is use products that don't have sulfate, parabens, all that bad stuff unless it works for you. Because I know there are some conditioners that has a little something something in it and you're like, nah, you know, this conditioner's not holy grail. Alright, if that works for you, so be it, but just consider maybe trying more organic and healthier options and just see if it works for you for this hair journey. And also what I mean by using products possibly from one product line is to use your shampoo, your conditioner, your leave-in conditioner, your styler from one line. Say Shea Moisture or Camille Rose. Use one product line. And the importance of doing that is because they formulate each of the products to coexist with each other, to work with each other. So their shampoo has a higher pH balance, and they specifically make the conditioner to then counteract with the shampoo to give back that moisture. You ever notice when you use, say, your shampoo from Shea Moisture and then you use Aussie Moist or Camille Rose conditioner and it doesn't feel as moisturizing? It's because those two conditioners weren't formulated for the Shea Moisture shampoo. So just keep that in mind. I'm not telling you to go out and go buy a whole new product line. You could even use existing products that you have and see if they work together by using pH testing strips. I actually have this because I'm cheap and, well, I'm cheap and a product junkie, which probably doesn't go together. But anyways, you can use pH test strips and just simply test your products to see what their pH balance is and then see if they go together. Test them. The shampoo should be like 5-ish, doesn't matter the pH, it should be higher. Your shampoo should have the most alkaline and pH in it. Your conditioner should be lower because you're closing the cuticles. I'm not getting into all that science. You kind of know when something works when your hair is moisturized, when your curls are popping. You'll kind of know if it works. You'll know when they don't work, when your hair is dry, your hair is flaking. I know when you put certain stylers over certain products, they flake, they don't work together. So there's your tip. My next tip is to keep your hair moisturized. This is a no-brainer. You do your LCO, LOC method, your LCOOOO method, whatever works for you, as long as your hair is moisturized. Now I know after big chopping and or transitioning, your hair is extremely dry. And I personally use the greenhouse method, which is lightly misting my hair at night with water or aloe vera juice mixed with water or even rose water. It doesn't really matter what you use. Lightly spritz your hair, then cover it with a plastic cap, and then put your beanie or your satin scarf on, and then go to sleep. In the morning, your hair would be super moisturized and you're ready to go. Now, the greenhouse method should be used in moderation. I don't recommend you doing this every single night, and if you have to do it every night, then your products aren't working to moisturize your hair sufficiently. I also won't recommend it because I don't think you want wet hair every day, especially since now it's getting colder. And I don't think you want mold in your hair over time or your hair getting thinner. Tip number 3 goes to the use distilled water. I think this tip is important, especially if you live in a place with harsh water. Using the water from your faucet to put in your spray bottle is not always ideal. You're not sure what's in that water, so I would recommend just using distilled water. Simply just boil water on the stove in your kettle, let it cool off, then put it in your spray bottle. or this is kind of more expensive, but use Poland Spring water, put it in your spray bottle. Alright, next tip is to use castor oil or essential oils to stimulate growth. I specifically use lavender Jamaican black castor oil. This is what I use. I use this one because whoops. I use this one because black castor oil, Jamaican black castor oil, smells disgusting. It smells like something's burning, so a little bit on my edges in my kitchen nightly. It is a heavier oil, so I do shampoo weekly. So keep that in mind if you want to use castor oil or Jamaican black castor oil. But other essential oils is like peppermint oil. You can mix them in. Peppermint oil really stimulates hair growth since you feel it tingling and it feels super good. So research what oils you think may be beneficial for you. Next tip is vitamins. Taking vitamins is important in your hair growth journey. It doesn't have to just be hair vitamins, it could be any vitamins. I specifically use Hair Affinity. I've been taking it for years now. It actually really works and I see a difference in my hair. It doesn't shed as much, it actually grows thicker and faster. I also take another type of hair vitamins more on the affordable side. The Nature's Bounty Hair, Skin and Nails vitamins with argan oil infused. Or you could just take regular one-a-day vitamins. It doesn't really matter. Vitamins are vitamins at the end of the day. That being said, with vitamins, instead of taking pills, I would suggest more eating your vitamins. You know, the whole vegetables and fruits and just kidding. Taking vitamins is very important. I will list a couple vitamins that you could eat that actually is helpful in hair growth. I always recommend that over a pill since some pills tend to have side effects and so on and so forth. So now, I'm not a doctor, so take this lightly. Take this as you please. Scalp massages. This goes off of the essential oils and oils tip. After you oil your scalp, I recommend you using a scalp massage brush or your fingers, or have your man do it, honey. You know that feels good. Either way, just have your scalp massaged. I use a scalp massaging brush. This actually is waterproof. I use this in and out of the shower, and it vibrates as well, as you could probably hear. It feels really good. I'll leave the link of where I got this below. Again, you could just use your fingers, but I think a brush would be a little bit better. Is protective styling. You know I was gonna mention this, girl. You know. So protective styling. I protective style 99.9% of the time. Again, because I big chopped and I'm still not comfortable at the length of it that it is, except if I'm wearing a bun. But I wear wigs, I wear braids, I wear buns. As of now, that's pretty much all the protective style that I do. But again, if you protective style, make sure you're actually protecting your hair under the styles. That's kind of how it goes. Make sure you're using quality products, you're using your essential oils for your scalp, you're moisturizing your hair still, you could still lightly mist your hair. Wigs is great because you could take them off at night, moisturize your hair, put them on in the morning like nothing ever. Also protect my nape or kitchen. And I'll insert a picture here of what I do because my hair tends to be very fine at the back. And what I do is I, twist it up or braid it up, and I will put castor oil on my nape daily just to make sure that it doesn't get doesn't break off, because you wear a wig, it has wig combs and it just snags and all of that is genetics. Let's back up a little bit for this one. Everyone likes to think that they are meant to have long, thick hair. No, not everyone has long, thick hair. I want you guys to keep in mind that wanting longer and thicker hair doesn't always happen because of your genetics. Some people aren't meant to have thicker hair, and that's okay. We could always try again. But if our genetics aren't called for it, we're not gonna have it. So I just want you guys to keep in mind, if you always had thinner hairs, even as a baby, you probably just won't. But we could always aim for healthy hair, okay? Alright, the last tip is to be patient. I know as naturals, you know, when you just big chop or when you're transitioning or on a healthy hair journey. Being patient is the stupidest advice someone could ever give you. I particularly don't like that advice. However, the race isn't for the swift. Your hair journey is going to be different from someone else's hair journey. Your hair growth is different. Again, it goes back to genetics. So during this journey, don't compare yourself to someone else's hair. Everyone's different. Everyone's curls different. So just be patient. Enjoy your journey. That being said, document your journey. I specifically, while I'm on my iPad, I specifically write down the products that I use every time I wash my hair. So I hope these tips helped you guys. I really, you know, want to see all of us have healthy, thick, long hair. Especially after you big chop or you're transitioning. It can kind of get you in a rut sometimes. I know that's how I felt. But after kind of being on this journey for a little bit, I kind of learned a couple things that has helped me. So I hope these help you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, of course, if you want to continue seeing these types of videos. If you have any other tips that you want to include, don't be shy. Leave them in the comments below. I actually read my comments, so just leave whatever comments you want for me. And subscribe. You know you want to. Who doesn't want to keep seeing me? Like, I'm just kidding. Bye, guys.